not regret that. It's boxing. I'm a fighter. Right now, probably thinking about retirement.
So Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Pacquiao has come out and said quite a bit since his loss to Ugas. And I expect boxing fans to come for Manny. But of course they're not going to come for Manny. Now your boy Bushido already knew this was what Manny was going to do. Because this is what Manny do. He come out with excuses every time he lose. So I sat back and just waited for it. And he came out with a lot of shit. And he said a lot of things. And, you know, just, it's really just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? But Manny Pacquiao is going to get a pass because of his demeanor. And he comes off as, he just come off as mild mannered and all that stuff. So he's not going to get that same type of backlash that somebody like Adrian Broner, who may have said something similar to what Pacquiao said in regards to Ugas. If Adrian Broner said it, it'll be stones thrown at him. So yeah, there's a huge double standard there, but it's Manny Pacquiao, and I like Manny, so it's no slight, and that's why I didn't say shit. I already knew he was going to do this, but I expect the same energy that we give everybody else. We gotta give it to Manny too. You know, we gave Lomachenko some heat for his fight with Teofimo. We gave Wilder some heat. We got to give Manny some heat too. So that's my stance on this. Manny Pacquiao said some pretty interesting things in regards to Ugas. He says, in my entire career, Ugas was one of the easiest opponents. He only had one style, and I should have been able to easily move away. You seen how I moved in my fights before. I couldn't move in this fight. My legs just stopped. Wow. End quote. That's what Manny Pacquiao allegedly said, according to The Athletic. I mean, wow. And then now, you're hearing that he wants a rematch. You see videos of him, getting his eyes swollen shut, getting fed by his wife. Manny Pacquiao's a mess out here. And I think he still has that fighting spirit. So that's why he's not going to be able to let this go. Ugas was supposed to be a guy that he was supposed to beat. It was supposed to be almost essentially to the guy who don't know shit about boxing or a casual standpoint. It was supposed to be a showcase for Manny, for him to get a belt against a guy who stepped in on 11 days notice, who's supposed to be a pretty solid opponent. But Ugas ended up washing Manny, and now Pacquiao came out with a stream of excuses as to why he lost the fight, his legs cramping, etc., etc. Now he wants to rematch it. Ugas, being a humble, honest fighter that he is willing to give Manny Pacquiao this rematch. Ugas is probably one of the nicest guys in boxing. Along with Sean Porter, Vladimir Klitschko, one of the nice guys. Ugas is one of the nicest guys. I've seen some crazy shit come at him on social media, and it's almost like he didn't even understand what they said. Like he said something positive. He's just ultimate nice guy. And he said he'll be willing to give Manny a rematch. He's a legend. And he's be willing to give Manny a rematch. Now in the rematch, I think both guys be better prepared for each other, and it'll be an interesting fight. This is just what happens. Dennis Ugas ends up in a really good situation, man, and I couldn't be happier for the guy, honestly. So he may have a chance to fight Manny once again. It may even be a bigger fight because of how this fight played out, and the fans be rooting for Manny if Manny can't come out with a story that he better prepare, etc., etc. People go ride with his excuses because it's Manny, but in the same sense, we got to keep that same energy, and we got to come for him too. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.